Hello, my name is William Ramada. I am the life coach of my own personal practice, Mastering Life's Journey. And I promised you in my intro that I was going to do something about separation anxiety. What separation anxiety is, it's an excessive fear or worry about being separated from home or a person of attachment, such as a parent or a spouse. Why really this comes to my mind a lot is because I spent 26 years in the military and I have seen it and I have dealt with it myself, my coworkers, the people I worked for, people that worked for me. There's many kinds of separation anxiety and what we go through. Some symptoms of this is maybe a child is clinging to their parents for some reason. They have that anxiety, which is normal up to about 2 years old. But after that, if it doesn't start to fade away and it starts affecting their lifestyle in a way, then that is not good. It's not what we want it to be. So some children commonly experience symptoms when they anticipate separation, and like most adults, they'll have headaches or vomit or just nausea. A lot of adults also will have some symptoms such as that, and they'll feel their heart racing or maybe have some panic attacks and things like that. There are some statistics that I like to read, so we could see that this is a very common disorder. Separation anxiety disorder is the most prevalent anxiety disorder in children under the age of 12. In a given 12-month period in the U.S., the prevalence of separation anxiety disorder is estimated to be 4% among children, 1.6% among adolescents, and 0.9 to 1.9 in adults. So as you can see, it is quite prevalent. This is not something that just happens to a couple people here and there. And this does not discriminate between men or women. We all get it just the same amount. So when we have this condition and we feel this excessive distress when we're separated from a parent or a spouse, what are we to do about this? Why are we having this fear of being alone, or why is it we're so afraid of our spouse leaving? As in for the military side that I came from, a lot of times is when the military member leaves, they don't know what they're getting into. They could be going to war, anything could happen, and are you going to come home? The spouse will be thinking the same thing. Is my husband or wife coming home? And then they have the added responsibilities of bills and taking care of the house and the children. And there's just so much that's going on in their lives. The children, they may be like clingy because they know that their parent is leaving again. They're in and out, in and out. And this is not just the military. This is just because I experienced that because of my years in. I know that this happens. But I've also seen it in my clients as well. And I find that sometimes, and usually all the time, it is something that happened when they were a child, and it just clings into their memory. And we have to release that. So we don't really know what all the causes are, but we do know how we can and what we can do. There are some things that we can do. So for the treatment of older children and adults, you could do some things like coaching, life coaching. So if this is interesting to you, don't forget to subscribe and share, because in coaching, this is one of the main challenges that I deal with. You can also go to psychotherapy, and in psychotherapy, if it is bad enough and you do not know how to release these problems, they can prescribe drugs for you as well. But a lot of times, what I have people do is I have them go back and try to find out the source of the problem. And that is where my expertise is. I want to find the source of the problem and then we'll release it. But in the meantime, you can sit, you can do breathing exercises, deep breathing exercises to calm down and to relax your whole body. You can do meditation. It doesn't matter what religion or what you believe in. Meditation is good. You can meditate on scripture or positive quotes or something to release this problem out of your mind, and at least it'll calm you down to keep your breath calm. Because once you have that panic attack and you start breathing, you get lightheaded, you're going to pass out, and we don't want that. We want you feeling good, and we want you to be feeling alive, because that is what I deal with. I help people find the source of their challenge, and we transcend through that so you can live a good life of feeling positive and alive and just nice and peaceful. So, like I said, if you like what you are hearing and you'd like to hear other topics, put down in the messages down there on what you would like to hear, what you would like to talk about, any issues or problems that you want to learn to deal with. And subscribe and forward to your friends. You have a great night.